Hochanadel's opponent is Mooring from Pueblo West. Two wrestlers work their way out of bounds. Mooring, a senior with a 27-9 record. Hochanadel 22-11, just a sophomore. Hochanadel gets taken down. Now he works from the bottom with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go here in the first period. Trying to keep our eyes peeled, too, for the final. Looks like Victor Cabral is going to go back over to mat 2, where Dylan McBride was a few moments ago. Here's the Pueblo West wrestler trying to work that bull drive just like Dylan McBride did. But I'm guessing that James Hochanadel gets that same move done to him in practice by Dylan McBride quite a bit, so he was not going to give up that move. Now the Pueblo West wrestler takes that right arm, sticks it in the back pocket, and trying to run his bar. Hochanadel briefly made his way up to a tripod position, but then gets driven right back down. Down to 17 seconds to go in this first period. James Hochanadel trailing by a score of 2-0. Again, for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, their matches tomorrow will begin at 12:45 is when the round will start. The three lighter weight wrestlers, Brendan McBride, Brendan Jones, and Case Gibbons, they lost their opening round matches, so they'll wrestle in the following round. But Dylan McBride won his match, so he will wrestle in that 12:45 round, but it's probably going to be 1:30 or 2 before his actual match starts. Period comes to a close, and James Hochanadel trailing by a score of 2-0. He's going to work from the bottom. Hochanadel into the referee's position. Pueblo West wrestler jumps on. Mooring rides from the right side and drives Hochanadel all the way out of bounds. So he'll head back into the center. We'll try it again. Just underway in the second period, James Hochanadel trailing by a score of 2-0. Once again, Mooring got a hold of that right wrist, trying to move it across in the back pocket and run that arm bar, but Hochanadel breaks the arm free, makes his way up onto his feet, slips out for the escape. He chose bottom, and now he's earned his escape. He trails 2-1. Opening round action at 195 pounds. Wrestlers slip out of bounds and will come back to the center. 1 minute, 12 seconds to go in the second period. Hochanadel takes a shot, but didn't get very deep on it, and they're back on their feet. Hochanadel looking for some position here. They continue to spin, working their way counterclockwise, clockwise. They slip out of bounds with 41 seconds to go in the second period. Down to 30 seconds to go in the second period. Hochanadel got his escape. See if he can earn a takedown to take the lead here in this second period. Mooring with a shot, got a hold of a single leg, but he's not very deep, and they'll go out of bounds with 20 seconds to go in the second period. Back to the center, they do it again. See if James Hochanadel can come up with a strong last-second shot here. Fort Morgan sophomore. Period comes to a close. He trails at 2-1. Mooring will choose, and he's going to work from the bottom. So Hochanadel's down by a score of 2-1. He'll have to ride. Jumps on the right side, and we're underway. Not a lot of activity off the whistle. Here's Mooring trying to make his way onto his feet, but Hochanadel just drives him back down. Hochanadel trying to get a control of a wrist, but now here's Mooring onto his feet. The tight waist grip by Hochanadel trying to trip the ankle, and he got out to the side and got driven right back down and into a half Nelson, and all of a sudden James Hochanadel's in trouble. Mooring is trying to sink that half Nelson deep. The Mustang sophomore is got the 3 back points waved off, and now he's trying to keep a shoulder off the mat. He's down 4-1 with 3 back points on the way. Rolls back over to the stomach, and Mooring gives up on the half Nelson, but now it's 7-1. So James Hochanadel down by a bunch with a minute to go in the match. He's flat on his stomach. Maybe the energy is gone here. Mooring working a power half Nelson. Down to 40 seconds left in the match. Now Hochanadel hits a burst here. He's up onto his feet. And he gets shoved out of bounds. But he'll have to work from the bottom with 33 seconds left in the match. .33 seconds left in this match for Fort Morgan sophomore James Hochanadel, trailing by a score of 7-1. There's the big half Nelson again. Hochanadel trying to bridge out of it. Short amount of time. He's down to 15 seconds left. He does roll back through onto his stomach, but there's 3 more back points. He's down 10-1. Another half Nelson coming in the final 5 seconds. Hochanadel trying to avoid being pinned in the final few ticks of the clock. He will end up losing this match. What was a 2-1 match will finish as a 12-1 match. So Hochanadel will drop down to the consolation side. So tough round for the Fort Morgan